Whoops, making mistakes already. Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to Macroeconomics. My name is Rob Freeman. I'll be your instructor. I wanted to start off with this video just to kind of introduce you to the class, and hopefully you're seeing my face down in the corner a little bit. I've been teaching online for the last couple summers here, and it's weird and it's awkward. I'm kind of nervous about making these videos, but I think they really help. Students seem to be giving me good feedback. So as we go through the class for each chapter, I'll make a video where I kind of explain some of the key points. I think it's really tough to read an economics textbook and really truly comprehend it. So sometimes I think a little bit of explanation is necessary. So I'll keep making these videos. Hopefully you'll find them useful, but please let me know. So I thought I'd first start out by just telling you a little bit about myself. You can read a lot of this on the screen. I won't go through every word, but basically I'm from the South. I grew up in North Carolina, went to college in South Carolina, and then kind of drifted around for a few years and ended up in Maine. So my graduate work was all at the University of Maine, and I'm basically an environmental economist. So economics is really my strong suit. It's the thing I'm most interested in, but with a particular interest in environmental issues. Been teaching at EMCC since 1999. I'm married with 2 young kids and a great dog. She's not as great a Frisbee dog as she used to be, but once upon a time she was a wonderful Frisbee dog. Interests, I love both mountain and road biking and cross country and downhill skiing and hiking and those kinds of outdoorsy activities. So that's really what got me to Maine and what got me to stay in Maine. In fact, earlier this summer, I climbed Mount Rainier, so the picture on your upper right, that's from that trip. I'm in there somewhere. So that's a little bit about me. Like I said, I just started teaching online last summer. Mostly I've been teaching live classes. That's kind of what I prefer to do. The way I run my live classes is with lots of teamwork and lots of in-class, hands-on practice activities, not a lot of lecture time. It's really hard to do that in an online setting, but I'm going to try. I'll obviously do some lecture through these videos. The tricky thing is, in my live classes, I have students work in teams on practice exercises. I'm just giving them to you guys to do on your own. I'd love to see you ask questions on the discussion forum about them and help each other out that way, but it's kind of up to you. Down to the third bullet point. Almost all graded assignments in my classes can be redone again and again. So if you get a bad grade, you're not happy with something, talk to me about redoing it. Almost everything can be redone. Pretty much everything I think is going to be open book, open note. It's an online class, so I can't really prevent that anyway. So we'll just go with that. But philosophically, I think class should be fun, interactive, lively, and engaging. Again, that's kind of hard to do in an online setting, but I will do the best I can. Like I said at the bottom, please help me figure it out. I'm still kind of new to this online teaching, so I'd really appreciate your feedback. You should be aware that this is going to be a challenging, intense 6-week course. You're going to do everything that you would do in a 16-week semester. You're just going to do it in 6 weeks. So it's going to be busy. If you're working 50 hours a week and trying to do this course, that might be a struggle. So be ready for that. Check your email regularly. This is how I'm going to communicate with you. If I have announcements or anything like that, I will send them out by email. It should be obvious, I think, in an online course, but you've got to be self-motivated. I'm not going to be looking over your shoulder. I have weekly due dates. I'll give you reminders of them, but I'm not really there to grab you and say, hey, I need this by tomorrow. So let me know what you need. I can upload stuff and do anything I can to help you out. I'm here to help you succeed, but you've got to do the work. Okay, as far as how I use my EMCC in the portal, basically the home page that I have it set to take you to is the resources page. That's where I'll post weekly checklists, exercises, links to videos. Most of the things that you're going to need are going to be right there. Coursework, basically your mini quizzes and quizzes are done through the coursework portal. You can upload papers there as well. But the practice exercises are not done that way. They're a little trickier. But I do use the coursework. I use the grade book. I grade things as quickly as I can. Grades should be up to date, and you'll know your average at all times. And the discussion forum I mentioned earlier, I'd love for you guys to post questions there and answer each other's questions and things like that. Occasionally, I might give you an assignment where you have to do some writing on the discussion forum, but it's really just there for you to use however you see fit, other than those times when I force you to go there. So for each week, it's a 6-week course. For each week, I will make you a checklist that says, here's what you have to do for the week. Basically, this is what it's going to be. I give you a study guide for each chapter that's included in the checklist that basically tells you what I think you should get out of reading the chapter. Second, I want you to read the chapter in the book. Only exception is chapters 1 and 3 you don't actually have to read. My study guide should be enough. But other than that, you'll read a chapter. Third, I'll make a little video like this one explaining some of the key concepts. You want to watch those. Fourth, take a mini quiz. These should be really easy if you've done the reading, if you've done those first 3 parts. And then I give you practice exercises to practice using important skills. I should explain right now about the practice exercises. Those are things that in class teams would work on. They're meant to push you. They're meant to be hard. You're probably not going to get everything right. You might not know how to do certain things. I don't grade those other than to see that you did them, see that they're complete. If they're complete, you get full credit even if all your answers are wrong. But I want you to, do your best, and after the due date passes for those practice exercises, I release my answer key. I really, really, really want to encourage you to look at my answer key and try to figure out your mistakes. Try to learn from your mistakes, because I think that's a key process. So here's the information about the textbook. This is in your syllabus. There's also a link right on my EMCC where you can buy it. You can get the book through the bookstore, but it really doesn't benefit you much, because all they're going to sell you is a pass, which you have to go to this website and redeem anyway. So you have to order your book, and you can choose whether you get an ebook or a printed copy. Here, I believe, are the prices and the options. If you really have reliable internet access and all you need is a book that you can be on the internet and read, $29.95 is the cheapest option. But as you pay a little bit more, you get the option to actually download PDFs of chapters, which might be nice. Or if you want a print book, which I recommend for a lot of people, you can get that for about $55. So not sure why you would want to spend the $75. But I really think most people do better with a printed text, but it's totally up to you. So if you have any questions about finding those or how to order the book or anything like that, please let me know. You will need the book. And this is right out of your syllabus, but this is basically our schedule for the 6 weeks. We're going to pretty much try to cover 2 chapters per week. The exception is in the first week of the class, we're covering chapters 1 through 3, but you don't actually have to read chapters 1 and 3. Just read my summary of those, which is in the weekly checklist. So you're only reading really chapter 2 plus my little brief summaries. But anyway, there's roughly the schedule with quiz due dates, critical thinking, that's what CTU stands for, critical thinking paper due dates. There are 4 of those papers. You only have to write 2 of them. So pick any 2 that you want. So I don't know, that was a quick summary tour. You probably still have some questions. If you do, please don't hesitate to contact me. There's my email, my cell phone. I'm really good about getting back to you if you reach out to me for help or with a question. So I think that's it. Welcome, and let's make it a great class. I will do my best.